Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Sonic Origins. We've just reached the second zone of Sonic 2, the Chemical Plant Zone, which is one of my favorites, and we're not doing too badly regarding the Chaos Emeralds. We should be able now to just sort of like play the game naturally without mucking about too much. This is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite zones in this game. I mean, for one thing, the friggin' music, I'm sure you'll agree. It's so bloody good. Watch out for him. He does that. Tails is really good for those. They're called grabbers, and that's what they do. They grab you, and they explode. Now, we are still going to be on the lookout for the star posts, obviously. We're not doing too badly, though. We only need 2 more, and we're done. We're getting the good ending for this game, and we're also getting Supersonic, which is nice. Yep. Oh god, look at the background. It's so detailed. I always loved in 2D video games like this, where there's like just the one horizontal plane, the illusion created by parallax scrolling, which is that thing that's happening back there, where it looks like there are multiple layers to the background. I love that so much. I used to love that as a kid. It used to make me feel like you could go and explore back there, which obviously you can't. It's an illusion, right? But there's so much going on. Look, there's a chemical sea in front of it. This is one of those bloody underwater stages, by the way. But it's not technically underwater. It's under... Oh, okay. So we didn't get any there. That's all right. It's under chemicals. Should have explored a bit more there, really, to get the Chaos Emerald, but it's fine. We've got so many chances now, it's unbelievable. We will get at least 1 Chaos Emerald here. And definitely in the next stage as well. What is the next stage? Is it Aquatic Ruin? I hope so, because that's my favourite in Sonic 2. Like, flat out my favourite. I love, love, love that level. For one thing, it's got the best music. It's got amazing music. Hello, more grabbers. Oh no, Tails! Tails, help! Thank you! No, I'm not going to help you. Fuck you. Part of the fun is punishing Tails in this game. Hello. Now, how do we reach that? With some difficulty would be my guess. We may have even passed it already, but hey. Let's have a look. Let's see how it goes, eh? Woo! We may have passed it already. Ah, ha, ha! There's one! Okay. Now, this is going to be a bastard, okay? But let's see how we go. 80 rings. Okay. Bombs. Hate the bombs. Okay. Okay. I think I remember this one, actually. From when I used to do it as a kid, many, many moons ago. The real problem with these special zones is anticipating where the rings are going to turn up. That's very, very, very difficult. And the bombs, for that matter. Okay, cool. What next? Ooh. Let's see how we go, eh? Because as I say, because of the way the stages are laid out, unless you're playing a memory game, you can't. You really have no idea what you're doing. Oh, jump, Tails! You prat. No, that's unfair. I like Tails. Maybe second favourite Sonic character? Knuckles is my favourite. 220? Ouch! That fucking sucks. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen at this point, to be perfectly honest. We're missing too many of them. Nah, it's not going to happen. I was going to say, I'd assume they're going to be on this side now. Fuck. Bloody hell. It's so difficult. This side? No, I think we may have just missed it. Nearly, though. We were close. We were really close there. So, yeah, let's give it another go. We've got the stuff to do it, so... God, this token thing is so good. Where you get to spend tokens to actually, like, do the special stages over again. That would have made the original game so much easier when it came to getting the Chaos Emeralds anyway. I mean, it's not a difficult game, Sonic 2. It's actually, I would say, much easier than the first one, because it's just much more refined. It doesn't have, like, the unfair elements of the first game. Like, you know, the instant death traps all over the place, and that they do exist. They do exist in this game, but they're just not as egregious. Okay. Let's see how we do, eh? Ah, those got me last time, if I remember correctly. No, fuck. Oh, fucking hell. He's so careful. I say, unless you're using your memory, it's very hard to determine where the where the rings are. It's very, very tricky. Okay. Oh god. Tails being in these special stages doesn't help. I'll be honest, does not help at all. Four to go. Are we going to get it? Nope. We missed out by 4. God damn it. We were so close there. So close. So we are getting better. Woof. I still think, if I remember correctly, that red Chaos Emerald was the hardest one. I think that's the one that has the most punishing requirements. But we'll see, won't we? Now, need to be very careful. Get what we can. Not get hit by the bleeding bombs, if we can help it. Looking at you, Tails. What? Oof, same as last time, 97, okay, cool, yeah. Watch the bombs. There we go. Oh, fuck. It's those moments that are the most bastardly, really, where you really, the only way to do it is by doing the stage and remembering where they are. That's the only way of doing it. Because you can't anticipate it. There is absolutely no way in hell you can anticipate it. We've got a lot less than last time, unfortunately. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. We'll see, though, won't we? We shall see. Whoa, fuck no, we fucked it. That's it, we're not going to be able to do it now. Just by the skin of our teeth, we're going to miss it. God damn it. Ah! Fortunately, when Sonic 3 rolls around, the special stages are much better. They're actually fair, for one thing. They don't rely on memory or anything like that. Yet they actually do rely on skill, believe it or not. Which is infinitely better. And they're even fun. I mean, the special stages on Sonic 3 are actually fun too, which is a novelty, isn't it? I'm sure you'll agree. Just like in Sonic CD, the problem with these special zones is that they are tech demos. They're just trying to, like, show off something about the Mega Drive's capacities. and it's not great. It doesn't really fit, it doesn't really work, you know? That one is the one. Whoop. Okay. Where you've got the dips that obscure your vision from the front, that is a swine bag. It's an absolute swine. Because if you're not on the right side, you're fucked, basically. And Tails, again, not helping. Okay. Again, not helping. That, I always miss that one. Oh, fuck, that's it. No, we're not going to do it now. Nope, by one ring. Fuck. Okay, maybe. Hey, there we go. Penultimate Chaos Emerald got. Great. Those are so much easier when you're doing them with one character like Knuckles. So much easier. Okay, right, one left, and then we can get Supersonic. And we can almost certainly get it on this stage. Almost certainly. Which is bonkers, really, isn't it? I mean, this is only Zone 2. But it's weird the way you can sort of future-proof yourself in this game. Really weird. There's one. Did you see it? Hey! So this is the last one. Let's see how we do here. I remember the grey one. Yes, it's the grey emerald as well, I do believe. I remember this one being bonkers. Like rings scattered all over the place. Yeah, I remember this one. You have to jump from side to side as the stage... fuck. But it's not consistent. Unfortunately, it isn't consistent. Sometimes the rings are on this side, sometimes they're on that side, sometimes they move around, you see, it's so weird. This one is hard. Like, really hard. No, didn't get anywhere near that one. So, this one's gonna be a pain. But we'll do it. We'll do it. Okay. It may take us a few tries, but we're going to do it. You see, now it's gone out of sequence. It's really weird the way this one works. And now it's gone back into this weird sequence. It's so odd. Also, trying to keep the guys on the sides of the walls is really difficult. Unless you're playing it, it's really difficult to see, you know? Whoop. 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 Okay. Whoop. Whoop. Fuck. See, it's gone out of sequence now. Oh, fuck. No, fuck that one completely. But for 20 rings. Oof. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna finish this. Like I said, the other Sonic games, up until this point, it hasn't been really necessary to get all of the Chaos Emeralds, Time Stones, whatever the hell they are. The endings are pretty much the same, but in this one, it's a bit different. Fuck. Oof, okay. Jesus. Okay. 190, tall order, but let's see how we do. Fuck it. Yeah, this one is an absolute bastard. for like having the rings around curves that you can't anticipate. And then for shifting pattern on you like that. It's a real swine bag. Okay, fair enough. We're just going to have to remember where the curves come, which is evil, but we'll do it. Whoop. 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 And over again. Whoop. And over again. Bloody hell. That is so difficult. Not as difficult as this, though. Woof. No. Whoop. Oh, you bastard! Ah, I forgot about that. Okay, this next one, the rings are random in this one. This is the last stage, and the rings are basically random, as are, I believe, the bombs. This, look, it's just crazy. There is no way you can sort of anticipate what's going to happen here. It's hideous, this. You've just got to, like, proof yourself. It's so weird. See? It's so strange. Okay, did we do it? Oh, look at the... Because we got all the Chaos Emeralds. Look, the special zone's going wampy. Okay, there we go. That's it. We can just play the game straight now, which is when it's at its best. All the Chaos Emeralds. Don't need to worry now. And we can become supersonic, which is kind of cool. Although, I'm going to endeavour not to for the most part, because for one thing, it kind of breaks the game. You are invincible as supersonic. And also... I want to anticipate the music. I mean, we're going to have to for a moment here. Let me show you. It is literally him going Super Saiyan. Oh, he's not doing it. That's interesting. He's got enough rings. Why isn't he becoming supersonic? What do you have to do? Is it different in the anniversary mode? Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Because so what do you have to do to become supersonic? In the original, all you have to do is get the Chaos Emeralds and jump, and he becomes supersonic automatically. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm kind of intrigued now. Double jump? No. How odd. I'm gonna have to look that up. But actually that's good, because it means we're not going to be becoming supersonic all the time. Oh! Now in the original Sonic 2, you can't do that. You can't latch onto tails and he can't fly you to different places. That became an innovation in Sonic 3. But because this is the anniversary mode, he can do it. That's very cool, I like that! God, that makes the game much more interesting. Woo! Okay. That's awesome. Boom. Yeah, you gotta watch those, it's very easy to get crushed by them. Oh, there's the Mega Mac, which is that chemical. That's basically a chemical designed to kill Sonic. So if you get dipped in it, then you've only got so long before you're gonna cark it, basically. But it's not that bad. It's drowning, effectively. It's the same thing. Same mechanism. I just love this level, it's so cool. There's a lot more like Robotnik-inspired levels in Sonic 2 than in the previous game. You get the impression that Robotnik's got a much bigger empire this time round, which is kind of cool. Speaking of... Yeah, you need to be careful, because if you fall through the bottom there, it kills you instantly. Yeah, he's going to try and drop chemicals on you. He's up there and kill you by making you fall through the floor. He's a wanker, basically. This is one of the harder bosses in Sonic 2. Simply because of that instant death thing. Almost all of them from this point on are dead easy. Like, dead easy. This one isn't too hard, it's just the instant death thing you've got to watch out for. Again, Tails doesn't really help here because what happens is he will hit Robotnik and that makes him invulnerable for a moment. So you'll leap at him to hit him and you'll fall through him and fall off the screen, which is not ideal. See, like that, like I just did to him. There we go. Easy peasy. Off he goes. I'm gonna have to look up how to turn into Supersonic because I literally don't know. Okay, favourite level next. I love Aquatic Ruin. Best music in the game. Also, look at this. It's so cool, isn't it? Grounder, one of the iconic badniks up there. Oh, I love this music so much. Woo! Okie dokie. Also, it is technically one of those quote-unquote bastard underwater stages, but it's nowhere near as, like, punishingly unfair as the ones in Sonic 1. It's nowhere near. This one is not bad at all. There's always a way out, there's always a way of getting air. It's much better. Also, it's just much more fun. Zone 1, not difficult at all. And I like the boss in this one too. I wonder if he's been tweaked in the anniversary mode, because it looks like a lot of the bosses have, just a little bit. I don't know why this music in particular makes me feel very nostalgic. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I always used to love this stage so much when I used to play this game around my friends before I had it. We always used to endeavour to get to this stage, even though like the chemical plant zone is quite difficult. It is quite hard to get through. Ooh, that was unpleasant. Aha. Grounder iconic, of course, because he featured in one of the cartoons, which was awful. And I mean absolute dog shit terrible. Some lovely details like Sonic going behind the foliage there. That was really quite impressive for the time, you know? And again, look at the multiple layers of parallax in the background. That's beautiful. Oh, boss time. Love this. Big silly cartoon mallet that he's got. And it does that. He hits the totems and they fire arrows. That's basically it. It's kind of silly, but it's kind of fun as well. Oh, he's a bit quicker. That's the difference. He's a little bit faster. Yeah, he's dead easy, this one. Great music, though, again. Whoop. Down he goes. Again, much more inventive than the bosses in Sonic 1. It's that, you know, in Sonic 1 they were kind of feeling their way with things to see what they could do, how they could do it. Sonic 2 is just much more full-throated. It's much more ambitious and it feels more confident. Casino Night. This is the one everyone remembers from Sonic 2. This is kind of like the iconic Sonic Zone. You can even gamble. I mean, like, it's so cool. Oh, excellent. How cool is that? It's the big pinball game. This is kind of what inspired Sonic Spinball later on. And also, the music. It's got that sort of lounge lizard swing kind of feeling, right? It's so cool. And the background, I mean, again, really fantastic, iconic background. Boom! Whoa, 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 whoa! And of course you have the moments like this, where you just gotta bounce around and hope that you get to where you're going. There we go. I mean, take a look at that. That's so cool. That looks a little bit like a background in Streets of Rage. That does. By the way, if there's a means of playing that on here, I will absolutely play that because it's awesome. The original Streets of Rage, love it to bits. Love it to bits. It's got one of the best soundtracks of any video games from this era. I mean, that's the interesting thing about the distinction between Nintendo and Sega in this era. There was like this cultural war between them. Certainly here in the UK, it's something they actively set up as a marketing thing. Oh, bad nick there. You know, you were either a Nintendo guy or a Sega guy, and one of the things that they definitely fought on was the quality of their music, their soundtracks. And it was kind of unfair in a way. Often the Mega Drive came out worst of those because it had a very different chipset to the Nintendo. And that's kind of unfair. The sounds, the styles of music that were in Mega Drive games are often markedly different from those that were in Nintendo games. If you can definitely tell the difference in style, not in quality, but in style between the two consoles. And it was just very, very different. Very often, the stuff that was on the Sega consoles was a little bit more experimental. It was taking, like Streets of Rage, it was taking influence from like the Japanese underground club scene and stuff like that. Really interesting sources of inspiration. Don't want Robotnik. Oh, Tails, cool. If you get Robotnik, all your rings get taken away from you. Which is not ideal. Tails just got crushed. Did you see that? That's actually one of the only ways of killing Tails in this game. He's otherwise invulnerable. Okay. This is an awesome theme for a Sonic level. It really works. Now, how do we get Supersonic? It's really interesting, that is. Like I say, in the original game, all you have to do is jump when you've got 50 rings and you become Supersonic. But I'm not so sure in this Anniversary Edition if it's as true. I'd assume not. Oof. Excellent. Oh fuck, the other lift. Ah, there we go. I didn't think it was going to activate there. I don't want that. Ruins the music, man. Again, it's one of the changes I'm really happy with here. That you don't just automatically become Supersonic, because Supersonic has his own theme, and it's fine, but it's not as good as like the themes for the stages, you know? Oh fuck, he's actually doing work on us here. Weird neon claw machine. I mean, why not, right? Much more inventive final boss in this game as well. In fact, there's a duo of final bosses that are really cool. Off he goes. My god. Making progress in this one. Hilltop Zone next, I think? Which is another fun one. Great theme, great soundtrack. One of the more sort of natural, unspoiled levels. Yeah, here we go. No, fuck! Tails, no, that's mine! Oh, shit. Well, off we go. Off the stage, instant death. Again, one of the examples of how Tails isn't always of benefit in this game. Look at this little dude. And this is one of the very few stages that does have instant death traps. There are not that many in Sonic 2, and in Sonic 3 they're almost entirely absent. Apart from in zones where they make sense. You know, like where you are physically in the air or something. Oh, teeter totters. Again, look at those backgrounds. It's amazing, right? There's just something about the zones in Sonic 2. They are so light years ahead of the ones in Sonic 1. I mean, some of them are even like adaptations or derivations of zones in Sonic 1. Like, Aquatic Ruin is effectively the Labyrinth zone, but better, you know? The Metropolis zone that will come later is effectively Scrap Brain, but better. Oh, look at this guy. Love him. And as I say, in the UK, this game was a phenomenon. This was one of the biggest selling games of its era. I remember reading stories in the paper about how there were trucks turning up to like toy stores and video game stores just full of cartridges. Fuck! Oh, no, I didn't make that. Because demand was so high. There we go, first zone done. I mean, I was very lucky. I managed to get it with a Mega Drive. It was the Mega Drive 2 as well. You know that weird smaller Mega Drive they did? It was that one that I got. I got this and Echo the Dolphin, which I bloody loved, by the way. Echo the Dolphin was amazing. I know it hasn't really aged well, but I really love it. It's such a weird, unique game. Now, we can go up that... No, we can't. You can go up that higher path if you want, but I'm not going to do the jump that's required for it. And again, if I could play it on here, I'd definitely play it through, because I loved Echo. It's such a weird game. It's unlike anything else. There is and has never been a game like Echo the Dolphin. And some people might say that's for the best, but personally, I really like it. I mean, I have a sentimental attachment to it, for one thing. Yeah, this is the big earthquake. This is really difficult. Hang on. You need to get out before the lava rises and basically blocks off the exit, which is easier said than done, because the timing of the platforms isn't always the best here. There we go. We're almost through. Actually, no, that's not the big one. The big one comes a little bit later. There is a classic Sonic Springtrap there. There's a very big earthquake coming up. Very big. I love these. If you leave them, if you stay on them to the end, they drop you into the lava, which is kind of cool. I mean, I know this was my first Sonic game. This is the one I played through first. But for me, the best Sonic game, certainly from my youth, is what's coming next. It's the combination of Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles. I frigging love that. Oh, here's Robotnik in his weird lava submersible. Ah, fuck, well, we screwed that one. There we go. Well, Tails did half the work there, so well done, Tails. Down he goes. That was easy. The next one you'll know, the next zone was in Sonic Mania. It's the Oil Ocean zone. Which is, again, another really cool one. God, we're nearly done. Oh no, Mystic Cave! I forgot about Mystic Cave, and I don't know why, because I love this zone. This is one of my favorites as well. This is so cool. For one thing, the music, which is kind of like horror music, which I love. I think that's great. Also, it's just such a defined zone. It's got such a feeling about it. And it's nice to see a different version of the underground zone. It's like a mine-based zone. I think that's really cool. Quite deadly, this zone, so you've got to be really careful. Lots of instant death traps like those things. They will crush you and you will die. God, the music is so brilliant in this zone. Oh, I don't want to get that. If I can help it. There we are. Haha, whoa. Yeah, those things, the little bug badniks that are called flashers, yeah, they are actually called flashers. They become invulnerable if you're not careful. Oh, fuck, I didn't want to do that. Oh, well. It's fine. It ruins the music, but it's fine. Yep. Yeah. I always used to die here as a kid, because those crush you. There we go. Love that zone. Mystic Cave, it's so cool. I always forget it for some reason as well, which is a shame. that opening sequence is so good, isn't it? Yep. Very satisfying sound effect there. Tonk, tonk. Love that. This is another thing that differentiates Sonic 2 from Sonic 1. There are alternative routes. There are alternative routes through the levels, which there are in Sonic 1, but they're not as defined. And they're not as clear either. Here, the levels are just bigger. They're much bigger, and that will continue in Sonic 3. In Sonic 3, the levels are huge compared to previous Sonic games. They are enormous. And also just much more chock full of stuff. Yeah, I wonder how you do activate Supersonic in this version of the game. I'm gonna have to look it up. Boing boing. Also, I mean, in Sonic 3, everything changes. It's the biggest change in the Sonic games that you get in the 16-bit era. The model of Sonic changes, for one thing, and Tails. They've all got different models, which are really good. The levels are of slightly different designs. The music is different. It's really cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There he is. In his drill machine. I like the way they rotate. The drills, the way they rotate is really cool. Blah, 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 blah. There he is. Come on. There he goes. None of the bosses are hard. The only one that's even mildly challenging is the last one. Because you don't have any rings in the final stage. Like, one hit, it's instant death. But with the last boss, the way to do it is by taking your time with it. He's only vulnerable at particular points. I'm just hoping I can remember them from when I was, like, 9 or 8. Here's Oil Ocean, by the way. This is a cool zone. I like this one. The music, again, just spectacular, right? A weird adaptation on, not technically an underwater stage, but it has the ethos of one. It has the feeling of one. And of course, I mean, environmentally friendly themes were massive in the 1990s. They were absolutely huge. This was the era of Captain Planet and whatnot, you know? And Oil Ocean has kind of got that vibe about it. I mean, Sonic has that anyway. You know, it has a very mild environmental theme anyway. You know, Robotnik is the one who's trying to pollute and destroy the environment of Mobius, as it was for us back then. I mean, I don't think that's the case now, but back then in the West, Sonic, the background of Sonic was that he's from another world in another dimension called Mobius. And that's where we are now. That kind of got dropped with Sonic Adventure. Which is kind of a shame. I like the idea of this being another dimension. I think that's cool. Ooh. Ooh, where are we going? Ah, actually in Oil Ocean, if you can take the higher route, it's often better. Because there is literally an ocean of oil beneath this level. And if you get stuck in it, it's very hard to get back out again. Octus Badniks. I like the Badniks in this stage. The Octus and the Aquas. That guy. Oh, don't want it. Ruin the music. Again, it's all ethos here. I love the way that sun in the background and the color of the sky gives it the sense of being polluted. I think that's really cool. It feels slightly apocalyptic, doesn't it? Like everything's breaking down. Which, you know, if Robotnik has his way, then it will. As we've seen in Sonic CD, right? We've been to the future that Robotnik creates. And it's not a good one. Ah, there we go. Oh, fuck. There we go. Woo. There we go. Okay, we'll do the next stage and then we'll call it quits for this video, I think. Because then we'll be on the last 3 stages, believe it, which are really inventive, actually. The last few stages of this game are so inventive compared to Sonic 1. They really do, like, pull out all the stops for it. Until we get to Sonic 3, when everything gets inventive. There's even, like, a very, very slim narrative going on. Now, where are we going? If we go down this way... Where's the... Oh, it's disappeared. That's weird. That's a glitch. That is. Okay. Oh, that went well. Oh yeah, I love these. The sound they make is very satisfying. Whoa, what was that? Everyone loves these. If you remember in Sonic Mania, if you've got the fire shield in that game's version of the Oil Ocean, you can set the oil alight. You can't do that in this version of the game, sadly, because the fire shield wouldn't even become a thing until Sonic 3. Ah yes, the oil. There's a lot of it here. There it is, look. The ocean of oil. Nearly there now, we're nearly at the end. Whoa, God. Oh, it crushed me! Fuck! Instant death. Instant death. In every Sonic game, that's the case. If you get crushed, you die. It's effectively falling off the screen, the equivalent of. Come on. Thank you. Woo! Oh, hello. I'll take that. Thank you. Now, we need to get the timing right here. Well, this is not going to work. We'll get crushed again. Oh, more invincibility. Don't want it. That's the only time you can die when you're invincible as well, and a supersonic for that matter, when you get crushed. The only way you can die in those two states. Boom! Okay. A little bit of overkill on the, whatever the hell they are. They look like hairdryers to me for some reason. Ah ha ha, yes, we're near the boss now. Here we are. Pretty much. Remember this? We fought this in Sonic Mania, but it was a bit different back there. Right, you don't want to fall under the oil. Basically, if you do that, you will whoa! You'll die. You'll fall off screen effectively. Oh fuck. Again, really inventive. He's got a submersible, right? Really interesting. Okay, my loves, when we come back, it's another favourite, the Metropolis Zone. That zone is awesome. And again, just wait till you hear the music. It's fantastic. Until then, bye-bye!